I don't think so. I mean, it looks like a really lively pitch, and exactly what we expected it to be, and we actually wanted it to be that way, so that both teams are into the contest, provided they play some good cricket. So we're pretty happy to see the wicket, how it behaved in Cape Town. That gave us many opportunities to stay in the game and make comebacks whenever we were put under pressure also. So yeah, look, this pitch will again test us to play our best cricket, and that is something that we're looking forward to.
Virat, over the last 25 years, Indian batsmen have gone across the world and made a lot of runs, including yourself. But in 35 innings in South Africa, India have crossed 400 only 4 times. What is it about South African conditions that tests batsmen so much more than, say, elsewhere around the world?
I think, as I said, in the arrival press conference as well, that one must not get surprised by the bounce here. You have to maintain composure when you get sudden change of bounce, which you experience in South Africa. There are other pitches that bounce around the world as well, but here bounce can be steep, and it can be quite steep from length also. So I think those are things that you need to mentally tune yourself to get over and adjust to, and accept that this is going to be a major part of batting in South Africa. So last time as well, when we came here, we all experienced that in the ODI series initially. But by the test matches, I think we were all well equipped, and we knew exactly what the wickets were going to behave like. So we played them much better. So yeah, as I said, the first game gave us a lot of exposure to that. Still, having said that, this pitch is going to be pretty similar in terms of pace and bounce. But I feel definitely the batting order, through the mistakes that we committed in the first game, and through the experience that we gained in the first game, we are certainly in a much better shape to counter their bowling attack in this game.
You spoke about having great confidence at the start. Something that you want to continue this test as well, and then whether you would like to strengthen the batting, considering there are good collapses in this occasion.
I don't think we need to panic because of collapses. People need to apply themselves much better. Whether you're playing 5 batsmen or 6, you still need to apply yourself. It doesn't mean that if you're playing 6 batters, you can afford to go out there and play loose shots. We still have to have a solid technique and go out there and be ready to face bowling spells which are going to be difficult. We need to embrace that. So I don't think there's any need to panic on that front. And as far as the opening combination goes, we're going to decide at the end of the practice session today what is it that we're going to go with in this game. We might look to do something different also, but definitely no need to panic as a batting unit. We've played well for a long time. We've played well away from home also in the recent couple of years. So we just need to adapt and apply ourselves better when we go out to bat.
Virat here. Test cricket, we talk about 5 days of Test cricket. Like, how important is it to play session to session? How important is it to win every session? Because I have seen on South African tours that momentum changes in one session.
It's very crucial. I think to win tests anywhere in the world, you need to win sessions, and you need to stay in the present moment and try to win each moment that comes your way. We feel in Test cricket every ball is an event, and you need to be at the top of your game to win that event, and that's why it tests you more than any other format. And it's a test of character throughout for all 5 days. So that is one reason why we won many games in the past, is because we've applied ourselves really well. And the most important thing is that we don't give up. Even after being put under pressure, we are a team that looks to get up and fight back and get back into the game. So we're not we're not a team that gives oppositions easy victories. We're going to test them, and in a scenario where we have a chance to go at the target or for a victory, everyone knows that we will do that. So but yeah, very important for that is to maintain your composure and break down the number of sessions you have, and in between the sessions also break down time frames of how you want to go about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, and what the team needs at every particular moment is a priority for all of us.
Last thing.
Virat, as captain, how tough or easy it is to find that balance between
you have a set form of 5 batsmen and 5 bowlers to get 20 wickets, but after a loss like that, so how tough or easy is to find a balance, because you tend to change your lineup in every test match that you need?
Yeah, look, the lineup has changed in the past because of conditions, also because of injuries, on many occasions. So that's something that has continued for a while. Look, the balance is as easy and as difficult as the performance of the team. So we were very happy with the way the bowlers went about their business. The batting did not come together well, so I'm not worried about the bowling front at all. We were in a very good space, and we believe that we can get them out twice again in this game. You definitely need to do that to win test matches, but you need a solid batting performance also, especially when you're playing away from home. You need those 60, 70, 80 extra runs compared to back home, because back home your bowlers will be stronger. But the way they showed their skill sets and the character in the first game, it motivated us as a batting group also to support them and play together as a unit and get some good results out there.
Virat, at your level, so you really swing or seeing the troubled batsman, not just actual pace. But is there a speed at which it actually just pace becomes a problem? 140, 145?
Pace can be as intimidating as you want it to be. A guy who's swinging and seaming the ball at 120 looks like 150, when the wicket's tough. But, it doesn't really matter if a guy is bowling at 140 or 150, as long as you're going in there, you're ready to take the challenge. You accept that, when the conditions are fast and bouncy, you are bound to get hit every now and then. And, you, as an individual, you must not feel that it's something strange that's happened. You must accept it as a part of, playing in conditions that are not your own. And going about your business again, I think what's very important is to show character and to show positive attitude out in the middle. That's what matters. The moment you do that, your body immediately starts moving well, and then the pace does not seem as quick as when you're not mentally there. So I think it's just a mental adjustment. Pace is something that a lot of us have gotten used to playing at the international level, so that is not something that really troubles people. Many times if a guy is bowling a good spell, that's a different scenario, but it's all in an individual's head.
Last four.
After the Cape Town test, you specifically used the word intent when you spoke about the batsman. Can you elaborate on, going into another game? Can you elaborate what was going on in your mind?
For now, or?
Yeah, after the Cape Town test, you used the word intent, and you said that the batsman had to show more intent, show more application.
I think intent, it doesn't particularly mean that you need to go out there and start playing shots from ball one. Intent is there in a leave, intent is there in defending the ball as well, intent is there in being vocal about calling out there in the middle. All those things count as intent. Just the way your body language, the way you're thinking about the game, it gets portrayed in your body language, and people can tell whether you're playing with intent or you're not. So there will be tough moments, but I think even the tough moments one needs to overcome through intent. Even defending the ball or leaving the ball, you need to have precise footwork to do that, and that only comes with a clear head and a positive intent in your head. So that's how I look at things. Even if I'm looking to leave the ball, it should be with intent. My stride should be big enough to leave that ball or defend that ball. So in my head, I'm feeling positive about those things as well. Being positive does not mean you're scoring runs every ball, but it's understanding that you're in control of what you want to do. So that's how I break down intent.
Finally, Virat, you've spoken about how the bowlers have done a beautiful job, and you've said that this looks like a lively wicket. So has the thought come in of including another batsman instead of a spinner maybe?
Look, all kinds of situations are possible. You need to weigh every scenario that you want to go in with. What are the pros and cons that come along with it, and then finally come to a conclusion that feels balanced among all the situations that you're thinking of. So yeah, as I said, there are all kind of possibilities here. We have looked at how the games have panned out in the past as well here, and how many overs have been bowled by spinners and fast bowlers. But as I said, it's again a good sign to see the pitch being lively, purely because our batsmen are willing to take up that challenge again, and the bowlers anyways, as I said, are looking forward to doing the same job that they did in Cape Town also. So yeah, we're still to talk about the different combinations that we can go in with. Again, it's about finding the right balance.
Virat, talking about speed catching, are you happy with the way that we have gone about in the last 1 year or so? Speed catching department, especially when we're traveling.
I'm not going to sit here and talk about the last 1 year. The last game was pretty good. Apart from one drop catch from Shikhar in the first innings, which also we looked at as a team, and we want to plug in all those gaps. But I think the catching in general was good. Rohit's catch on day 4 was a momentum change for us, and they had a collapse from there on. So we're only going to focus on the positives. What's happened in the last year does not matter. What matters is what we're going to do from tomorrow onwards to try and win this test match.
Virat, you always said that when the team under pressure, the players enjoy this kind of situations. There was always the 1 days. For 1 day sustaining that kind of injury is good, but for 5 days, is it difficult to sustain for 5 days of absorbing the pressure and being competitive?
It's difficult as long as you want it to be difficult. I feel you have two options: either you want to go out there and compete, or you don't. And if you don't, everyone can tell. People can get to know in 5 minutes whether you want to be out there or you don't. So it's a very individual thing. We leave it to the individuals to be responsible and prepare. We're playing international cricket. You're representing our country at the highest level, and everyone should be responsible enough to understand that they need to prepare in a way that they go along with the team's momentum. So we should be good enough to have that character to go out there and compete and show intent for all 5 days. I think we did that in the first game also, although we were put under pressure. But the way we came back shows that we're willing to go in and work extra hard if we're put under pressure. So. That's something that the individuals have done for a long time now, and I certainly believe that they will keep continuing to do that.
Final one.
Virat, how close is Ajinkya Rahane, your vice captain, from returning into the side? I know you talk a lot about selecting on form, but also the balance of good travel and overseas conditions. How close is he to playing towards that team energy and you're talking about now?
It's funny how things change in a matter of weeks, or maybe just about 5 days. Before the first test, no one, thought that he should be in the 11, and now suddenly, people are looking at the other option. So, look, us as a team, as I said, it's all about finding the right balance. If players fit in the kind of balance that we want to go in as a side, then they will fit in. So we certainly don't go on opinions that are created outside, and talk of the town and all those sort of things. So but look, he's a quality player. He's done well in South Africa, all conditions actually away from home. He's probably been our most consistent and solid player away from home. I explained the reasons why Rohit started ahead of him, but I'm not saying that Ajinkya cannot or will not start in this game. As I said, possibilities are all open at this moment, and we shall decide after practice.
Thank you.